So even in the internet age, some parents prefer to come into stores like Target to check those school supplies off their list. I'm Charlotte Collins for Channel 5. Nurse Davis's passion for helping others sometimes takes her outside the hospital. Today, she's at a food pantry on the west side doing blood pressure screenings. The Timberworks Lumberjack Show tours all around the country, and two lumberjacks compete against each other in a number of tasks. They keep track of who's winning with these bears. The Capoeira Angola Center is off campus in Champaign, but twice a year since 2003, Chiaramente has led free workshops on campus to U of I students. The drive is annual, so any of the costumes that aren't used this year will be kept and stored away for next year's drive. Aside from emails of support from her department, Shmohamadi says she has received little to no guidance from the university about what she should do or if she can return and come back. She picks up all the major newspapers every day to sift through headlines about Iran. For most people, the wintertime marks the beginning of the season of giving, but Amanda Hewitt likes to start in October. Hewitt has a tradition of buying costumes for kids in her neighborhood who wouldn't have the opportunity to participate in Halloween otherwise. Money was tight this year, so she made ends meet for the neighborhood with the community center's costume drive.
Every year I buy them, but this year I didn't have enough money, so find it this way, they all deserve to have fun.
She was heartbroken last year when she found out that even after buying costumes, not all her neighbors got to go. So this year she's making room in her car to fit her own kids and others and making multiple trips.
Last year there was a few kids that didn't get to go, and that hurt my feelings, so we decided it's better to help other people. I had to go get the 4 from across town. I didn't have enough room to put in the car, so they can get theirs.
Event organizer Katie Hicks says the costume drive is a good way to both give to those in need and also prevent good costumes from going to waste.
It's just a really nice event, and it's also a good way to clean out closets too, because we all know kids only want to wear costumes one time.
The drive is annual, so any of the costumes that aren't used this year will be kept and stored away for next year's drive. Hewitt has made plans to get to 2 local costume drives, preparing a total of 15 kids for Halloween festivities. Though it's a lot of work to get from place to place, she stays motivated because she knows a costume can go a long way.
It's the little things, the smiles, I guess, on their faces. You know, even face paint makes a big deal when they have nothing else.
Hewitt's goal is to get the costumes covered so the kids can focus on just being kids. In Champaign, I'm Charlotte Collins, UI7 News. Capoeira is a synthesis of martial arts, dance, and music that has its roots in Brazil. Dennis Chiaramonte has spent years working in Champaign to share the art he fell in love with in his native Sao Paulo.
I was like around 11 when I started. What brought me to was like the movements and the music. I want to do a martial art, but I want something more, and Capoeira have that more, what was the music too.
Chiaramonte teaches at the Capoeira Angola Center in Champaign and is also a dance instructor for the university. He says the community he's built in Illinois through Capoeira makes it feel like his first home.
I like the life here. I used to live in a very stressful place, but I like Urbana, Champaign. I love here. It's hard for me to think to come back to live in Brazil. I want to go to Brazil to vacation, but I want to still live here.
Chiaramonte's wife Aisha works at the center with him in Champaign. She's also his student.
He's an awesome husband and an awesome father, I think. And that passion that he has for Capoeira, he also has it in his life with his children. So it's pretty admirable.
The Capoeira Angola Center is off campus in Champaign, but twice a year since 2003, Chiaramonte has led free workshops on campus to U of I students. The conference is also open to the public. It featured guests from around the world to teach samba classes and even some classes for kids. The variety showcased in the conference reflects Chiaramonte's philosophy about Capoeira.
What I love about Capoeira, this thing to include people. Doesn't matter if the person is white, the person is black, the person is Muslim, the person is Christian, the person is from like African religions, the person who speaks English, inclusive. We find a way to communicate. That part of what I love about Capoeira.
In Urbana, I'm Charlotte Collins, UI7 Newsbreak. Dr. Charles Smith has been composing and performing his own work for years. He started learning with his brothers, and while autism is sometimes treated as a hurdle, he believes it pushed him forward in the world of music.
About 2 or 3 or 4 grade levels past my brother after about 3 or 4 months of piano lessons. And this is probably what this was probably the savant syndrome that I think I had. So that propelled my music career, probably. I guess it's because of that.
Dr. Smith teamed up with Lynn West to form a nonprofit promoting not just surviving, but thriving with autism.
And we put together the Celebration of Joy, our not-for-profit, And
That was 2014.
and yeah.
He says West has helped him to be comfortable with autism and embrace his musical gift.
Trying to focus autism more as like a ability and not a disability.
The autism program at Illinois is on a similar mission this Autism Awareness Month, which is why its director, Linda Tortorelli, invited Dr. Smith.
This is a good month to celebrate some of the exceptionalities that different neurodiversity can bring.
Dr. Smith has performed all around the world, but got his degree right here in Champaign.
Just deploy a nearly full recital of all of my original pieces. I did about 12 original piano pieces at the Smith Hall. It wasn't a sellout at the Smith Hall, but I felt really proud.
In Urbana, I'm Charlotte Collins, UI7 Newsbreak. The Illinois football team lost to Iowa this weekend in a 45-16 rout. The Illini held strong through the first 3 quarters, but were outscored 21-0 in the 4th quarter. Coach Smith said the team needs to work on holding on to the ball.
You look at the turnover ratio, it's hard to win football games when you turn the ball over that many times.
The team is 2-3 going into its game this Saturday against Rutgers. The Scarlet Knights are ranked last in the Big Ten. They face off in Champaign at 11 a.m. The Bank of America Chicago Marathon was on Sunday, and an Illini took home a title. Tatiana McFadden won her 7th straight Chicago Marathon in the women's wheelchair division. She beat her own course record, finishing with a time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 15 seconds. McFadden has won each of the 4 major marathons the past 4 years, and she's the only person to complete the Marathon Grand Slam. Probably expecting a little bit of rain as we move later into the night, but let's take a look at our temperatures right now locally. So it is 46 in Champaign-Urbana, same in Rantoul, 47 in Decatur, and the same up in Peoria. So pretty similar temperatures throughout the area, mid to high 40s. Let's take a look at our regional temperatures. So 47 up in Chicago, 51 in Des Moines, and 55 in Kansas City. So very regular fall temperatures in the Midwest. Let's take a look at our national temperatures.